life and people too. OWC gives Ohioans a place to turn when we can't walk by a suffering creature, and that is a service beyond valuing. I thank them for entrusting me with Josie, Caledonia, and Lou in the summer of 2018. Their bratty J spirit infused my paintings and healed something that had been left open in me. I thank Mark Carroll and Ann Prum of Coneflower Studios for filming Jemima into posterity for PBS Nature. The experience taught me that the more you want a blue jay to do something, the less likely it is to do it. On the writing front, many people helped me get it all down. Invaluable guidance on the direction of the manuscript and life in general came from Caroline Quine. My Charlotte, Kristen Mackamer, helped pull me out of a large tangle of science and words, reminding the science chimp that more detail is not always better. Love and support from Ann Babcock, Kyle and Jeff Heater, Mimi Hart, Tim Ryan, Donna Quinn, Ann Hoffert, Cindy House, Jane Trapnell, Tanya Wilder, David Fleming, Mary Jane Helgren, and James Adams lights my life. Stalwart daily wisdom and healing love from Sheila Wilson keeps me right side up in choppy water. I thank my agent, Russell Galen, for instantly grasping what was special about Jemima's story, and my editor, Lisa White, for her patient support, ever-ready presence, and warm enthusiasm for this project. She kicked the door back open, let me add chapter 20 after deadline, and let me rewrite the epilogue 3 times. I'll always be grateful. Martha Kennedy, who designed the book, is a joy to work with. The honor of having Houghton Mifflin Harcourt's adult trade art director put a Blue Jay book together is not lost on me. Copy editor Anna DeBoo caught errors and repetitions like an all-star shortstop. There is nothing quite like turning one's work over to a publisher like Houghton Mifflin Harcourt, knowing it will be handled with exacting care. I thank Gary Sinclair for speaking my color language and bending over backward to please a fussy artist with the scans he executed. My Zickefoose siblings, Barbara, Bob, Nancy, and Mickey, gave me stability and support, a family foundation that's strong, solid, and loving. Bill Thompson III stepped in to feed Jemima, take some crucial photos, and comfort me when things got hairy. It was he, after all, who brought me to this beautiful place, worked to build it up from nothing, and gave me the 2 best kids anyone could ask for. Bill, I will always be grateful for the chance to make a homestead and bring up children with you in Appalachian, Ohio. Liam and Phoebe had the patience and presence to be Jemima's flock while she needed one. They kept me here in the world of humans when my woodland friends were trying to spirit me away. And it's they who led me to the hole in the garden wall and pulled me through. Chapter 1, The Egg. It all started with an egg, as many things do. Birds, turtles, platypuses. This time what began was a notion, born of curiosity. It was the kind of curiosity that flames up when one stops to contemplate something so perfect and mysterious as a bird's egg. It's something we can't open, something we aren't given to understand, this capsule of liquid protein encased in a glossy shell that will, given time and warmth, produce a squirming bird. For some reason I can't remember, I was on my hands and knees under a spreading Japanese maple in my southeast Ohio yard. It was May 16, 2016. And there in the grass beneath the maple was an egg, fresh and beautiful, an aqueous olive drab ground color, speckled and splotched with lilac, brown, and black. Now, that's a blue jay egg, I said, not really knowing how I knew it. I just knew it. My brain did an instant sorting of variables such as size, color, shape, and what species might lay an egg like this in a rural Ohio yard and spat out blue jay. I looked straight up, knowing the egg had to come from a nest, and I saw the white-spangled tail of a blue jay sticking out over the edge of a lopsided mess of twigs and vines and straw in the top canopy of the maple. I couldn't believe that there was a jay nesting so close to the house, that I hadn't known she was there, and most of all that she was sitting stolidly on her nest with me on hands and knees only 8 feet below. I cupped the egg in one hand and trundled quietly on 3 limbs toward the house, rising up only when I was out of the bird's startle zone. With a flashlight held up behind it in a dark hallway, I held it in the curl of my fingers, shining the light through it, candling it. There was a yellow yolk floating in clear albumin. It was freshly laid with no embryo visible as yet. I figured it rolled out of the nest, which looked a bit tilted, or even blew out when the jay wasn't sitting. I decided to put it back.